Coast Eagles and the Saints.
Ruck contest as well. Nick Natanui back in, Paddy Ryder, and Neil Nat just outplayed him there. Had a little bit more poise, and he gets the West Coast going forward. First up, Petruccelli back in the side. He's lightning quick. Caulfield, he dragged it back under.
Play there, Jones, a free ball, an asking ball deep inside 50. King, Barris kept at it. Quick snap, just a minor score there for the Saints. Very capable of getting where the ball's going to go when it's coming forward is McGovern. We all know that. Waterman couldn't mark. Loney with the handball. Hill, neat ball, wasn't it? Beautiful. Yeah. And he comes from 45. That's not bad at all. Coming back beautifully. What a nice kick from the big star.
Been able to play multiple areas of the ground. He loves playing the ruck, but he was a natural forward as well, and he could play as a defender early in his career. Beautiful shot for goal, and as you guys touched on, someone which the West Coast would like to play a bit more of their forwards at home.
Butler to Jones. Jones avoiding the cold tackle. A timely bounce, and he wants someone to come. Kent was there. McGovern all over him. Umpire lets it go. King got a good slipper on it. Just offline, looking lively, the Saints.
Just a good example of the continuity of a player who's come to the club for their first season in Jones and
Clark, so they'll get an opportunity inside forward 50 again here. This is Patton. Pumps a high ball in there. Max King got rid of McGovern, did it fairly, said the umpire. There's his second effort work. It's been on show. Zach Jones and Steele combining in the middle. Membry with a shot from 52 metres out. Goes to an open goal square. It'll get a good slippery bounce. You won't stop that. It's like a skating football. Got a couple, the Saints.
Fantastic anticipation from your half-back line, and even though it was a little bit scrappy in how it ended up in the forward line by Clark, it was just ability for him to read the play, intercept, and now a shot on goal from an inside 50, and they're dominating the inside 50 count, and they're really dominating field position early on in this game. It's 7-1.
Jones muscled his way through, then stripped of it by Kelly. Agile enough to get through, and that's a good kick. What a play that was to Darling. Wouldn't imagine distance will be an issue here. A little bit of a skip on approach. Have a look at how he struck that. Big goal, Jack Darling.
So it was really good work by Kelly to put the smother on there, and then that really nice kick to Darling. So Darling went back and had that set shot. We know he's a good set shot, very accurate, but have a look at this. Did the players on the line give up on it? Did they think it was through? And Wilkie just waiting for an opportunity. I'll tell you what, beautiful pick up by Duggan. Long handball. Ryan can go all the way, and he does. They just pounced on that error.
In position, and then it's just a simple skill error that creates the opportunity. But we know St Kilda love to switch the ball out of defence and change their side. When they've got an outnumber, that's when
Up a goal. Here we go. This fascinating contest in the centre. You don't see that too often, do you? Ryder just launched straight over the top of Nick Nat. Now we're back at it, and Paddy got good connection with that McGovern. Well played, Max King. Picked up by Marshall, beautifully off his toes. Nick Hines snapped round the corner. That one has drifted.
Gave up a bit of ground to Ross, and now Wilkie coming forward with a high footy. Pack of players there. Loney dangerous. Caught in the tackle by Schofield. Back into the side for West Coast this week. Hasn't played since, what is it, about round 4, I reckon, Schofield.
This is interesting, isn't it? Jeremy McGovern.
Yeah.
Obviously he's caught some sort of knock, and he looks wobbly, doesn't he? Oh, he looks.
Just wait up.
Yeah, he looks a bit disorientated, Jeremy McGovern. That in the big story, you know, he hurt his thumb again last week, so he's in the wars a bit. See if we can.
Just looks a bit unusual. So he's got one in the head, maybe one in the guts as well.
this contest of big men all flying for the ball, the courage from. West Coast have done well to be this close on the scoreboard.
Checking his jaw there. Kelly. Darling.
Just have a look at that tap there from Natanui. It's not the first time tonight that he's been able to hit out to it.
Darling given his last kick. A little bit inside left goal post. And that's pretty nice, although push kick, and Schofield's got to go, commit. And I tell you what, Battle did, no problems. Nifty little kick out there behind him, Membry. They've got a bit of a scrubber kick going forward. A chance for Loney. Can he pick it up cleanly? Thought about the pass and found Jones.
No regard for his own safety. Knew it was coming, Job, and inspirational that, isn't it, to turn the ball over your way.
Just a 30-metre kick and really tried to pound that one really hard. Bouncing ball, Loney with pace to Billings, Jones and Loney again on the outside of the left boot. Got the sit over the top, Membry. Did Butler get a boot to it?
Square. Yep. Okay. Score review. Umpire's call is a goal. Can you please check if it was touched at the top of the square?
So reviewing whether it's the original kick. Looks like the little finger on the left hand. See it just there?
So this will be a goal to Loney if they allow it and overturn it.
Angles, there is insufficient evidence to confirm or overturn the umpire's call. Reverting to the umpire's call.
Got it going to Long. That was a strange. Tried to go the outside of the boot. Liam Ryan went up and down and didn't get near it. Jack Steele, which was votes in 12 games more than any other player in the competition. Jack Steele's pushed that one slightly across the face. Marshall's nearly claimed the mark down there. Good effort. Can they keep it in? Wrapped up.
What we're seeing is both teams in the middle of the ground are defending quite well with a lot of aggression, which is why there's no really clear forward 50 entries. It's a little bit scrappy.
Won his first contest, back to Shepherd. A lot of Saints numbers. Oh, Liam Ryan beat them all. Thinks I might do something special. You wouldn't back against him either, would you? Is he going to pull the kick or is he going to have a long launch? Struck it pretty well. We've got a high flyer and Oscar Allen's claimed the mark. It will be very hard to overturn that. Adept, the modern player at this part of the game. The bend around the corner, and that was as easy as you like for Oscar Allen.
And that's what's giving them these repeat inside 50s and opportunities to score.
See the aggression on the tackle there.
Jeremy!
Jeremy! Take an exception to that.
Go back and take your kick.
An attack on a head that was already sore.
One-hander.
Long linking handball to Ryan. Look at the low footy inside, and they got a big opportunity. Tackle to the ground was, on that occasion, Brayshaw. A little soccer now. St Kilda are going to defend diligently. Here they do. Billings has to come at the footy. Jones a fumble, being pursued. Kelly this way, that way. Right foot, little snapper, bent the wrong way in the end. And there's what you speak of, Darce Ryan. He is a fantastic aerialist.
He's a guaranteed final spot to the winner. And you can see the intensity that's been played. And look at Ryan. He's got skills that very few have. He wants Kennedy over the top. Wilkie played it well. Slapped back. Tim Kelly's had some really good moments. And that was well weighted, well thought out. And it's the debutant, Hamish Brayshaw.
Better around the contest. We have a look here. The whole... Oh. What did you think, BT?
It's out of bounds.
I thought
that was out of bounds.
Some of the ball was still in on the line.
Oh, boy. That was out of bounds.
Focus back on this man. Hamish Brayshaw steps up to the plate. Can he kick his first goal?
I'm certain it did.
Please tell me it caught a bit of the line. 65 metres out.
Holding Kennedy.
I think Kennedy's got it.
Mine's good.
Just got a real mismatch in height and size there, and the St Kilda defender.
Didn't see the other one, did he? Kennedy's made a real mess of that, but direction as the footy, little soccer off the ground. Shot a go, battle! Gee, got cleaned up big time. Was that Barris coming in? He came in at speed. I'm sure it was Barris. Yes, it was. Hip and shoulder. Josh battled today. Take a bow, young man. You put your head over the ball.
And sat down on his haunches and got out of heavy traffic. And that was superb. Very gettable opportunity coming up. Not a bad-looking kick. Is it fading late? It might have just stayed the course. And Gaff gets it.
His confidence tonight.
Review underway.
Yeah, the field umpire said there's a bit going on tonight. What do you reckon, Joe?
Oh, come on, Joe. I've given up.
I need a shot that's closer. I don't think that the ball's deflected off. Back into this game.
Look at Nat Nui. He's wanting to get going again against Ryder. Kelly taps it on. Here's Gaff out of the middle, just starting to wind up West Coast. Long ball.
We'll just have a look here. Just a deft little touch from Kelly, and beautiful from Gaff to keep his width as a sweeper, and then Darling with a wonderful one-on-one mark, and those quick entries into the forward 50 at the Gabba, so effective.
Just a mongrel kick coming in too, but Jack Darling puts it home. He kicks his second. 3 in a row for West Coast.
Little touch. Andrew Gaff keeps his width and his depth from sweeper's roll, and then a wonderful one-on-one.
In a row, Oscar Allen. It's a lot of pressure building on the Saints defence. And let's have a look at the replay.
That looks pretty high. Thank you.
And he gets a chance. This would be huge for West Coast. Jared Brander. Across the face. Where's Ryan? Darling, and that time right.
They're starting to be more than in their working for them, and then it's been the follow-on of that with the way in which we've just
hamstring.
That does not look good, Abby. We'll get to you. Just a quick one. What do you make of that?
Yeah, Gov with a hamstring, guys. He pulled up straight away. Does not look overly comfortable on that, so I'm going to chase an update very for finals.
Well, that's no footy for him until the finals get underway, at least, Darcy.
Oh, no, he's grabbed it straight away, hasn't he? And when you're limping and walking sore like that, Job, you can see just the look on Jeremy McGovern's face. He cannot believe it. He's had a rough run. Find out more from Abby. That's huge.
So many players out already. Darcy, when you look at the list, Redden, Shuey, Cripps, Yo, Sheed, Hutchings, Archie, to name a few. So that will definitely be no footy until the first week of the finals at best, I would reckon. Nelson to pick the footy up, pump it back inside. 50, Ryan!
Hang on.
And he did. To Kelly, who gets an easy look from 25. And squanders a golden opportunity right on the siren. This is bad news and an absolute tragedy.